warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and a very good day. Welcome again to Law 445 Malaysian Legal Principles. Welcome back to the semester. So I think everyone knows that we have to actually do an online distance learning, or ODL, starting from this week until July, that is. So I wanted to brief everyone about how the whole semester is going to be run, especially for my code, for my class. So you will know what are the grading system, what are the things that you need to know for the purpose of the completion of whatever task that you're required to do for the code. Okay, as you know, the course overview, we are actually covering topics in terms of the sources of law in Malaysia. A little bit, of course, if you look into the course guide on the Malaysian legal history, and we're going to look into the court system. And the second part of the semester is actually to discuss about torts and land law. Okay. This slide I've already uploaded on your Google Classroom, so you can browse it on your own time later. What I wanted to highlight is how the whole structure of the semester is going to be conducted. I've actually segregated or segmented the lessons into 6. So there are 6 segments of the syllabus, which will be completed throughout the rest of the remaining weeks that we have in the semester. So I've divided them into Introduction to Law, Sources of Law, Constitutional Law, Judicial System, Law of Torts, and Land Law. So your official class will be on your Google Classroom. So all announcement and tasks will be attached on your Google Classroom. All other communication will be done through Telegram. So this is the grading system. We don't have a final examination like the traditional way we are doing it. We are doing some form of final evaluation, but I'm going to brief to you regarding that later in the semester, probably sometime in June or July. And then the remaining assessment will be these 3 tasks. So we have reflection, quiz, and also case study. So your grades will be based on these tasks. The reflection will need to be completed at the end of each lesson segment, while quiz will be taken twice throughout the semester. I will inform the dates and the topic. And then for case study, it is to be conducted and submitted as a group, as group works, I mean. Okay. So in terms of student participation, especially now that we're doing online learning, you are expected to engage in self-directed learning. So I expect everyone to do some reading in terms of considering that I've already put your course guide online, so there should not be any excuses why you argue or claim that you don't have any reference at all. So there will be certain sets of activities for each week. So all completed activities will represent class attendance for the week. So if you don't complete them, I'll consider you as not participating, therefore not attending the class. Okay. So for your continuous assessment, I expect that if you are doing a group task, all members are expected to contribute, and you're supposed to complete them in the due time that you have been given. If you have any problem whatsoever in regarding to completion or in regarding to whatever research you need to done with regard to the task, please direct the issues or questions to me as soon as possible. All right, so in terms of class, we'll try to conduct at least class once a week, either through Google Meet or Telegram. So please be alert of the dates and timing and the link provided to join the class. If I find some of the activities of references I've already uploaded online sufficient, we may need not do a traditional lecture on the matter, but just some form of online discussion. Okay, so the semester will be running from April to July. So as you see, we would be conducting online distance learning classes and submission of ongoing assessment throughout from April throughout to June, and probably sometime in July we'll be submitting your group assignment and also completing your final assessment. So if you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to text me through Telegram or email me, or if it's a very grave concern, you can even call me. Okay, so this is a little bit on the lesson plan and the strategies in regards to your coursework assessment. Let me just bring you to your Google Classroom. This is your new classroom actually. So if you can see here, I've already divided all the classes, all the topics into the 6 segments I mentioned just now. So each topic will have its own sets of references. Okay, so week 1 to 4 is Introduction to Law. We've actually covered those. But I do have one activity here which you still need to submit. This is reflection. If remember, I already asked you to do it before. You can take your submission from the old Google Classroom to complete your reflection in this new class. So you can look into the instruction here. Okay, view your assignment. So the instructions are here. So there is a Google Doc attached there. You open the Google Doc. Okay, you write your name, your metric number, the topics. So the topics here would be week 1 to week 4, Introduction to Law. So you just highlight the contents of your learning experience, the process of your learning, the rationale for learning it. So you can look into the rubric. So these are the rubrics. What is required from you when you write your reflection. A reflection actually it's like what you think you learn from the whole topics or subject matter that we have discussed. So you tell me why, what you have learned, how you learned it, and why you think it's important. So you just write them down in the Google Doc here directly and resubmit to me. Okay. So when you submit, you just click submit. If you have any problem in regards to this, you please inform me. Yeah? Okay. Let me see. So here we have the section of getting started. So these are some of the references in regards to your online class. I put I think I've already shared with you earlier on. And then your course learning outcome, your Google Classroom tutorial, how to use some of the what do you call it? Some of the tabs, some of the function on Google Classroom. And then I've already also include the PowerPoint just now I've shared with you. So the important resources and links is about, some of them is about your academic calendar and tips on how to answer a problematic question. And of course your course guide. I've already included them up here. Okay, so the topics, as I said just now, the lesson plan has been segmented into 6. So we have Introduction to Law, week 5 to 7 is Sources of Law, and then we have week 8, Constitutional Law, week 9, week 10 to 13, and week 14. And then we have continuous assessment. If you see here, it's grayed out because it's still in draft mode. Once I'm done with it, I will upload it for you. Similarly with case study, because I've yet to have you registered in the class, so I can't assign you based on the group that we have already decided before. So this is the final assessment. It's not there yet. Let's just have a look on some basic idea of how this is going to work. Okay, so as I said just now, each topic will have its own sets of references, so it can either be in the form of videos like this, or it's in the form of notes, all right, or audio notes. So it depends. Some of them have yet to be uploaded, so you will have to wait for a while. Yeah? We'll go week by week. Then each week there will be an activity here. You see week 5's activity, week 6, week 7. So you click on that and there'll be some question or some task that you need to complete. So week 5, I've asked you about the stimulus package. So there are some of the things you need to look into and give your rationale. So you see with the question, you can actually choose yes or no and then write a class comment down there. Okay. All right. And then each week a selected topic will be discussed. Some of the discussion, it could be just not a question or anything like that. All right. And then students are expected to browse through all the attached reference for the week and join in the discussion board for the week's activity. Okay, so your participation will be considered as your attendance. So at the end of each segment, for instance, like week 1 and 4, there will be reflection 1. Week 5 and 7, and then we will have reflection 2. Okay, so altogether there will be 6 reflection to represent the 6 segments. Okay, so week 8 we have reflection 3, week 9 we have reflection 4. So all each and every single reflection will carry some form of marks. Yeah, so you have to complete that as part of your continuous assessment. And then there will be 2 more quizzes, as I said just now, and your case study instruction for those will follow soon. So I hope you have some basic idea of how this is going to work. In the meantime, I want you to look into reflection for week 1 to 4. So here are the instructions. So basically what you need to write is you want to discuss on a personal level what your thoughts, opinions, and experience in regards to what you have learned so far. Okay, so the purpose of the reflection, or we call reflective writing, is to serve as an evaluation of what you have learned and studied throughout the 4 weeks that we had before. So you write down about 200 to 300 words focusing on what you have learned. So you can concentrate on 3 things, yeah? What you have learned, how you learn it, and why you think it's important to learn it. Okay, so you can follow the rubrics given. So rubrics are given here. I'm not sure how your screen will look like, but the rubric will be based on the depth of your reflection, the presence of the required components, the 3 things just now: what you learn, how you learn it, why you think it's important to learn it. Okay, and then the clarity of your reflection, your structure, are you making sense, things like that. Okay, I think that's basically it. Briefing about the start of our new segment or new section of the semester, our ODL, or online distance learning. So if you have any problem whatsoever, please text me because I know some of your friends will have difficulties in getting connection, whatnot. So you may need an extension in terms of the due date. So please tell me what are your problems so we can help we can discuss and probably find a solution to it. All right, thank you very much. So I hope everyone will enjoy the class. Okay, thank you.